The Chicago Bears haven't been good for, well, a long time. Expectations changed this past offseason when they moved on from Justin Fields and knew they'd be picking with the #1 overall pick. And with that pick, the Chicago Bears selected future franchise quarterback Caleb Williams. Coming out of USC, Caleb was viewed as the #1 quarterback unanimously and was a very highly touted prospect, hence the #1 overall pick. The Bears decided to change the staff up on the offensive side of the ball to build and develop Caleb Williams. The Bears front office decided to hire Shane Waldron, who was the offensive coordinator for the Seattle Seahawks from 2021 through 2023. There were some questions about the hiring, and those questions have been justified as Shane Waldron has now been fired as of November 12th, 2024. The offense has been bad, and I don't think it was all on Waldron. He has done a few good things, but in today's world, it's a very impatient league, and the Bears front office, and maybe even some of the players, thought it was best to move on from Waldron. Today, we'll look into the tape and see who is to blame and why this Bears offense has had struggles here as of late. When you start watching and make Caleb the focal point of your tape study, he's very flawed himself. It's not like you go into it and start watching, then all of a sudden you start questioning, like, what in the world is the coaching here? Now, with the coaching and specifically Shane Waldron, I worry about the personality and him not meshing or listening to and with his players, mostly based off of what we know and what we've heard from inside that building. That's all speculation on Waldron, and it sucks he got fired. That's a real person losing his real job, but I'm trying to put the puzzle pieces in my head together because I wasn't blaming Waldron for everything I was watching on tape, but obviously there's a reason he was fired. The main thing that caught my attention was Caleb's lack of decisiveness, his bad timing, and the way he was progressing through some of his reads. This is the first play of the game. Let's watch Caleb as he gets to the top of his drop, and his first read is DJ Moore. DJ's running a deeper out-cutting route, and what does Caleb do? He switches off of DJ Moore right before his break. You'll see DJ make separation and create an open target for Caleb. It gets worse. Caleb progresses to Keenan Allen, who you could lead to an open space. He didn't throw that, and he also did not throw his check down, which was pretty open and should have gotten some yardage. He doesn't throw this ball and gets sacked. And something that was talked about a lot from this game was the offensive line. That was not the line's fault. Later in the game, the same thing occurs. Kmet and Odunze are running a flat route and a curl over top. Caleb starts on Kmet, where the flat defender attached, taking 16 out of the picture and giving Odunze that open window. But Caleb swiftly skips over Odunze and looks for DJ Moore across the field. And we could stop it here. Which do you think is the better option? Is it Rome Odunze or DJ Moore? Well, Caleb throws to DJ, and the linebacker makes a play on the ball to disrupt the pass and cause an incompletion on what was already a more dangerous throw than it had to be. A lot goes on for a quarterback pre-snap. I don't know if a lot was going on for Caleb pre-snap. Right here, the first thing I'll point out is the Keenan Allen motion with the defender following, indicating that it is man-to-man coverage. Then look at all the bodies piling up on Caleb's left side of the line of scrimmage, and this is obviously a pressure look. Off the snap, they bring 6 on the blitz with man coverage and an over-top safety. Caleb, who clearly took a look over the defense pre-snap, failed to make any adjustments or at least checks for his receivers to get hot. There's a free runner that gets home immediately, and look at the depth of all of his options. Everyone's running a longer route that had 0 shot of working. Here we go again. This time we're looking at a normal 4-man pressure, so it's the coverage we'll be watching. We've got a stick sort of concept with Kmet in the flat, Keenan over the middle, and Odunze just getting depth. Reading the defense pre-snap, you have 2 linebackers in the middle playing hook zones while you have man coverage out on the boundaries. Caleb, straight off the snap, reads Keenan Allen, and right away you should know that is not open because the linebacker's still right there. So Caleb watches Keenan Allen all the way through, wasting time to get it out to Kmet, who has space because he had man coverage. But then Caleb freaks because there's a defender leaking into the pocket. He gets yippy and throws it away, completely failing to gain any yardage on first down. Caleb's recognition of coverage and pressure looks completely ruined his timing and progressions through the course of this game. Those 2 plays I just showed you are prime examples of confusion. I'm not in that room. I don't know what Williams is being taught, but hopefully we can see some of this clear up for him, and maybe he can start to adjust and read things a little better going forward. Caleb's adjustment to the league has come with many challenges, and plenty of rookie quarterbacks have struggled to adapt and adjust to the league. In the NFL, throwing windows, accuracy, timing, and precision are very important when throwing the ball. With Caleb Williams, it's not like we're seeing interceptions at a high rate at all, or even seeing turnover-worthy plays too often, but he's reluctant sometimes. I'll show you an example. Let's zoom in on Caleb first. Nothing crazy, good initial protection, but it ends in a sack. No one must have gotten open. Now let's look at the whole field. Caleb's first read, DJ Moore, is running a tempo dig route, and number 15 drops into coverage with eyes on Caleb. 15's out of place, yet Caleb contemplated throwing this for too long, and this ended in a sack. If he had placed this back shoulder or threw a strike to DJ Moore, who slowed down in space, this could have been a good gain. Very simple play and concept. Kmet takes his man up and away while Keenan Allen gets space underneath. Caleb has Keenan. The play worked and did what it was designed to do, but Caleb doesn't throw the ball, completely refuses to throw it, and initiates the scramble drill, which got him nowhere. This is something I'm putting more blame on Caleb than Shane Waldron, because the play call was good. The design was executed by the skill players, yet Caleb couldn't quite pull the trigger on it. Can you answer me, what of the many things was something that made Caleb Williams the first overall pick and the best quarterback of the strong bunch, according to scouts? It was his ability to create and improvise. Caleb had miracle plays so often that it became normal and even drew comparisons to Patrick Mahomes as a sophomore in college. Where has that been? We saw it in the preseason, but have you seen Caleb use his creatability to make plays when a play is typically not to be made? What happened to that? This play was one I would have been thrilled to see be made. Here we are again, facing a pressure look and most likely man coverage. You have a single high safety, and the Bears kept Kmet and Roschon in to block, which gives you more time. Caleb watches DJ Moore from the start, and DJ even got a step on his man. You have a massive arm if you're Caleb, so why does he refuse to throw this ball? If I saw Caleb do as much as throw it up for him, then I'd be much less concerned about his reluctancy to make plays that he had the confidence to make in the preseason and through his entire college career. The fact that he's abandoned his magic touch almost completely has me seriously worrying about the belief he has in himself to still make those big plays that he's built his name on. Watching what Caleb Williams did well in this game and just over the season, you need to get him in a groove early. Play to his strengths. Get Caleb to tell you what he's comfortable with. Incorporate that into the game plan and make sure he's comfortable. Something I picked up on was the outside anticipation throws. He really seems to like those looks and those type of throws. This ends up as a drop, but the collaboration that Caleb and Rome have on this outside curl on Caleb's second pass play of the game tells me that there's something there. The Bears have a really tough schedule moving forward, and they play a lot of division games, and they have a chance to win a couple or maybe just a few more games. But I think as a franchise, you need to revolve this last bit of your season around Caleb Williams. You picked him high. He's supposed to be your guy. Don't try to get your star players what they want 24/7. Get Caleb into a better spot than what he's been doing and try to build something to take into next season. Caleb's got a ways to go before we can start talking about him as a high-level quarterback, and by no means should anyone give up on him and his talent. I think he'll be fine long-term, and I'm not worried about him even now as he's struggling. I still think there's a lot to like, and the talent that Caleb Williams possesses is out of this world. Anyways, that'll be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like and go down to subscribe. It would help a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Deuces.